Madhurashtakam. Madhurashtakam was composed by Sri Vallabhacharya on Lord Krishna. It is said in Srimad Bhagavatam as Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Sri Vallabhacharya wrote around 84 books. Of that, his composition Madhurashtakam on Balakrishna is considered to be one of the important composition. As the name Madhurashtakam goes, this sostram consists of 8 verses. He describes about everything that is associated with Krishna as sweet. Each verse speaks about 6 things that are associated with Krishna, and each verse ends with the phrase Madhuradhi akilam madhuram. Everything about Lord of Madhura is sweet. Madhuryam or sweetness is obtained through bhakti. In this composition, Sri Vallabhacharya speaks about the greatness of bhakti. Let us enjoy Madhurashtakam. Adharam madhuram vadanam madhuram Nayanam madhuram hasitam madhuram Hrudhayam madhuram gamanam madhuram Madhuraadhi akilam madhuram. His coral lips are sweet like a nectar and always pulsating with a childish cry, radiating the fragrance of Vedas. His face like a blooming lotus and as bright as a full moon is sweet and charming. His eyes that looks like a lotus on the river Karuna are sweet and merciful. His smile is sweet and mesmerizing. His loving heart is sweet and full of hugs and warmth. His gait or walking, who wandered as Rama to kill Rakshasas, and who walked as Krishna for Pandavas, and who walked as a child at Gokul and Vrindavan, is sweet that takes you along with him. Everything is completely sweet, charming, and mesmerizing about the Lord of Madhura. Vachanam madhuram charitham madhuram Vasanam madhuram valitham madhuram Chalitham madhuram bramitham madhuram Madhuradhi akilam madhuram. His words are sweet and guiding. His stories and lila in various avatars is sweet and amazing. His dress is sweet and gorgeous. His posture, with a beautiful bend of the head, hip, and feet, is sweet and magnetic. His movements are sweet and mysterious. His wandering or roaming is sweet and mystical. Everything is completely sweet, amazing, and mystical about the Lord of Madhura. Venur madhuro renur madhura Paanir madhura paadau madurau Nrityam madhuram sakhyam madhuram Madhuradhi akilam madhuram. His musical flute, which attracts gopis and the cows, is sweet and mesmerizing. His foot dust is sweet and auspicious beyond words. His hands, which lifted Mount Govardhan, are sweet and protective. His feet, with the bright anklets which walked on the streets of Gokul, are sweet and abode of salvation. His dancing on the heads of Kalia and the dance with the gopis is sweet and joyful. His friendship with Kusela that helped Pandavas and saved Draupadi at the courtyard with a flow of garments is sweet and comforting. Everything is completely sweet and auspicious about the Lord of Madhura. Geetham madhuram pitham madhuram Bhuktham madhuram suptham madhuram Rupam madhuram tilakam madhuram Madhuradhi akilam madhuram. His singing and playing on the flute is of ecstasy, divine bliss, sweet and melodious. His drinking of milk and curd, troubling all gopis, is sweet and welcoming by them. Is eating mud and showing the Brahman to Yasoda inside his mouth and saving Draupadi from the curse of Durvasa by eating a little rice offered by her and having Vanabhojan as Vanadevada at the time of Govardhan Puja is all sweet and blissful. Is sleeping when Arjuna and Duryodhana came for his favor before Mahabharata war is sweet and yogic. His posture or appearance with four hands with Shank and Chakra at the present to Devaki and as little Yasoda Krishna at Aipadi is sweet and divine. His tilak on his forehead is sweet, inviting, and guiding. Everything is completely sweet and blissful about the Lord of Madhura. Karanam madhuram taranam madhuram haranam madhuram smaranam madhuram vamitam madhuram shamitam madhuram madhuradhipaterakilam madhuram. His deeds getting tied by Yasoda as Damodara, who acted as charioteer to Arjuna, who beyond anyone's imagination protected Draupadi with a flow of garments with his physical absence, or sweet and mystical. His conquest or liberating, who made Vasudeva cross Yamuna to reach Gokul, is sweet and royal. Is grabbing the hearts of his devotees and destroying the ego of Indra and saved Gokul by holding Govardhana's umbrella is sweet and captivating. The thoughts of anything about him removes our sins and is sweet. Is spitting, Vamitham, is the creation of the universe which he brings out after Pralaya, is sweet and delightful. Is tranquility or timid action and forgiveness like listening to the prayers of Kaliya's wives and always protecting his devotees is sweet and serene. Everything is sweet, mystical, and serene about the Lord of Mathura. Kunja Mathura Mala Mathura Yamuna Mathura Visi Mathura Salilam Madhuram Kamalam Madhuram Madhuradhipatera Kilam Madhuram. The berry necklace worn by him adds beauty to his dark complexion and is beautiful and sweet. His vanamala and other ornaments worn by him gets his beauty because of him and is sweet and pleasing. River Yamuna glittering on the moonlight, the rippling waves eager to touch the feet of Krishna, the sweet taste of the water of the river Yamuna, and the blooming lotus there all adds beauty to the place and getting enriched, enhanced by associating with Krishna, are sweet and mesmerizing. Sri Hari is the divine pond. His divine hands and feet are the blooming lotus. His divine merciful eyes are the wandering fish. His broad shoulders are the deep waves. Everything is sweet and pious about the Lord of Madhura. Gopi Madhura Leela Madhura Yuktam Madhuram Bhuktam Madhuram Drishtam Madhuram Sishtam Madhuram Madhuradhipatera Kilam Madhuram. Gopis who surrendered to Krishna are sweet. His Leela with gopis are mystical and sweet. His union is divine and sweet. His separation is melting. It is a sweet pain. Again, seeing and uniting with him is ecstasy and blissful and sweet. Sishtam, the leftover after stealing and eating butter, ghee, and curd at Gopi's house, is sweet and enjoyed by them. Everything is sweet and blissful about the Lord of Madhura. Gopa Madhura Gavo Madhura Yashtir Madhura Srishtir Madhura Dalitham Madhuram Phalitam Madhuram Madhuradhipatera Kilam Madhuram. His gopas who surrounds him are sweet, and he looks like a diamond amongst them. His cows that surrounds him are sweet. His herding stick, which he moves in the air, is sweet. His creation is colorful, blissful, mystical, and sweet. Not only his creation, his destructing activities expressed in his childish activities like breaking the curd parts, tree branches, giving salvation to Nalakupra and Manikriva are joyful and sweet. His accomplishment by blessing the fruits of action, who protects the good and destroys evil, and who bless moksha to his devotees, are all divine and sweet. Everything is mystical, divine, beautiful, and sweet about the Lord of Madhura. इति Sri Vallabhacharya's Madhurashtakam Sampurnam.